Picture this. It's 3 a.m. You are fast asleep, wrapped in a warm blanket, deep in a dream. Suddenly, you shift your weight and feel something entirely out of place, right next to your cheek. It's a texture that doesn't belong in a bed. Maybe it's weirdly crunchy. Maybe it's terrifyingly slimy. Or maybe it's just completely, unnervingly cold. You wake up. You turn on the bedside lamp, and there it is. A dead cockroach, half a gecko, or, if your cat is an overachiever, a freshly caught, very dead mouse. And sitting right next to this gruesome discovery is your beloved cat. Their tail is held high. Their eyes are wide and dilated. They let out a soft, trilling meow, looking at you with an expression of pure, unadulterated pride. In that split second of panic, as you suppress a scream, your mind races. What is this? Is this a threat? Did I forget to fill the food bowl on time? And now I'm receiving a warning? Does my cat secretly hate me? Or worse, are they trying to take me out via bacterial warfare? Most owners experience a mixture of horror, disgust, and betrayal. We assume it's a gross prank. We assume it's an act of rebellion. But here is the truth. We are misunderstanding them completely. When you recoil in horror and shout at your cat to get that thing off your bed, you aren't just rejecting a bug. You are rejecting one of the most emotionally loaded, fundamentally instinctual messages your cat can ever send you. It is not a punishment. It is not a threat. It is a profound, albeit incredibly disturbing, declaration of love. Let's break down exactly what is happening in your cat's brain when they drop a corpse on your pillow. First, let's clear your cat's name. We need to completely erase the idea that your cat is trying to scare you. Humans project our own complex, often toxic psychological traits onto our pets. If a human leaves a severed animal head in your bed, that's a mafia threat. It means you're next. But cats do not possess the cognitive framework for spite, revenge, or practical jokes. They live entirely in the present moment, driven by a complex web of survival instincts and emotional bonds. Think about your cat's daily life. They live in a climate-controlled environment. They have plush beds, interactive laser toys, climbing trees, and sunny windowsills. They don't need to hunt. Furthermore, hunting requires a massive expenditure of energy. It requires absolute focus, stealth, patience, and physical exertion. Why would a creature that sleeps 16 hours a day and eats premium, grain-free salmon pate go out of their way to stalk, chase, and capture a frantic insect or rodent? And why? After doing all that hard work, would they refuse to eat it themselves, choosing instead to carry it carefully in their mouth all the way to your bedroom? They aren't doing it to mess with you. They are doing it because an ancient, irrepressible voice inside their DNA is screaming at them to take care of their family, and this behavior is directly tied to how they view you. Here is a truth that might bruise your ego just a little bit. In the eyes of your cat, you are not a master of the universe. You are not a sophisticated provider. In their worldview, you are a giant, hairless, incredibly clumsy, and dangerously incompetent cat. Think about it from their perspective. Have they ever seen you successfully stalk a bird? No. Have they ever witnessed you pounce on a mouse with lightning speed? Never. You walk heavily on your heels, announcing your presence to every predator and prey item within a 1-mile radius. You have terrible night vision. Your reflexes are embarrassingly slow. As far as your cat knows, you have absolutely zero survival skills. Sure, you somehow manage to produce food from a magical cold box in the kitchen, or a stranger in a uniform drops it off at the front door. But in the wild, you wouldn't last a day. You are the weakest link in the colony, and because they love you, this terrifies them. In the wild, feline social structures are built around survival. When a mother cat has kittens, she doesn't just provide milk. She has to teach them the family trade. She does this in distinct, progressive stages. Stage 1, She brings back completely dead prey for the kittens to eat. Stage 2. She brings back injured, sluggish prey so the kittens can practice the final strike. Stage 3. She brings back live prey and releases it in front of them, forcing them to learn how to catch it themselves. When your boss jumps onto your bed with a dead roach and drops it near your hands, they are performing an ancient ritual. They are shifting into the role of the provider and the teacher. They are looking at you, their giant, helpless roommate, and saying, "I am so worried about you. You don't know how to hunt. You are going to starve out here. Look, I caught this for you. Eat it. Pay attention, and maybe tomorrow I'll show you how to catch one yourself." They are trying to tutor you. They are trying to keep you alive. That disgusting bug is actually a carefully curated lesson plan designed to save your life. Now, you might be thinking, okay, fine, they want to teach me, but why the bed? Why not leave it on the kitchen floor? Why right next to my face? This is where the behavior transitions from a mere survival instinct to a profound statement of emotional devotion. The location of the gift is just as important as the gift itself. To understand this, we have to look at how cats view territory. Your home is divided into zones. There are neutral zones, play zones, and hunting zones. But the bed? The bed is the inner sanctum. It is the absolute core of their territory. As we've discussed before, sleep is the state where a cat is most vulnerable to predators. By choosing to sleep in your bed, your cat has already decided that it is the safest place on Earth. It is their fortress. It smells heavily of you, and it smells heavily of them. It is the physical manifestation of your bond. When a cat makes a successful kill, their instinct is to secure it. They don't want scavengers to steal their hard-earned prize. They need to take it somewhere safe. By bringing their most valuable, hard-won prize directly to your bed, they are doing two things. First, they are delivering the food directly to the den, ensuring the weakest member of the family, that's you, gets to eat in safety. Second, they are showing ultimate trust. They are placing their prized possession in your space because they believe, with every fibre of their being, that the area around you is a sanctuary. They don't leave it in the corner. They leave it where you rest. That is not just a delivery. That is trust on a level that most humans rarely experience. They are offering you their success in the safest place they know, because you belong to each other. So, the inevitable question remains, what do you do when this happens? Your immediate human instinct is going to be to scream. You will want to jump out of bed, yell no, and immediately throw the offensive item into the trash while aggressively scrubbing your hands. Do not do this. Imagine you spend hours making a beautiful, handmade gift for someone you love. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. You proudly present it to them, smiling, expecting them to be thrilled. And instead, they look at it in horror, scream in your face, and throw it directly into the garbage. That is exactly how your cat feels when you yell at them for bringing you a gift. When you scold them, you aren't teaching them not to hunt. You are simply telling them that you reject their care. You are telling them that their hard work is bad. It creates massive confusion. In their mind, they did the right thing. They protected the family. Your anger makes absolutely no sense to their feline brains, and it damages the trust they just tried to prove they had in you. Here is the correct, psychologically sound way to handle the gift. Step 1. Suppress the gag reflex. Take a deep breath. Keep your voice calm, gentle, and positive. Step 2. Praise the hunter. Look at your cat, give them a few gentle pets, and say, "Thank you. What a good hunter you are. Thank you for taking care of me." Validate their effort. Let them know the message was received. Step 3. The distraction. Once you have acknowledged the gift, immediately redirect their attention. Pull out their favorite wand toy, or better yet, Toss a few high-value treats into the hallway. Step 4. The cleanup. While they are happily distracted by the treats in the other room, grab a tissue, quietly pick up the gift, and dispose of it where they cannot see you do it. You protect your hygiene, and they get to keep their dignity and their pride. Because at the end of the day, that dead bug on your pillow is a badge of honor. It means you have successfully created an environment where a tiny, instinct-driven predator feels so profoundly connected to you that they have taken on the responsibility of keeping you alive. It's gross, yes, but it's also beautiful. Has your boss ever left a questionable gift on your pillow? What was the most outrageous thing they ever brought home to feed you? Let me know in the comments below. And if this helped you understand your cat just a little bit better, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the brilliant, bizarre minds of our feline friends.